Zone 5 beat us. Badly. Like, emotionally. I'm not here to hype you up. I'm here with bandages and unresolved feelings. Yes, we lost. Yes, the reports were ugly. And yes, this gator is moving like he needs ice and a nap. But quitting? Nah. We don't live for wins. We live for the fight. Because if all you care about is winning, this game will break you. But if you live for the chaos, the rallies, the madness, you show up again, even hurt, even tired. The gator isn't dead, he's just sore. And Zone 5? Yeah, it left a mark.
All right, let's talk numbers. Kills. Because that's what everyone asks about first, before morale, before context, before how it actually felt out there. This zone, we ended up with 15.5 million kills. Yeah, not exactly the kind of number you screenshot and send to your friends. Field time was short, very short. We stepped out, fought, and before it could really settle in, we were back in the city. We just couldn't hold the field long enough to let things stack the way they normally do. And because of that, the kills never really had a chance to climb. And that's frustrating, mentally. But those 15.5 million kills still came from showing up, from fighting while it lasted, from not hiding. Is it impressive? No. Is it the whole story? Also no. Because this game isn't only about posting big numbers, it's about being there when the fight happens. And even if the field didn't last, the Gators still showed up. But wait. Kills don't tell the part that actually hurts. Let's talk about the number you feel. This zone hit us for 6 million deads, and that's not just mains. That's everything. Farms, mains, all of it combined. 6 million. That's not a typo. That's hospitals full. That's farms emptied. That's logging in and immediately sighing. And those deads didn't come from sitting back. They came from showing up, from stepping into the flags when it was under fire. It's the kind of number that doesn't look flashy in a screenshot, but you feel it every time you open your city. 6 million deads in one zone. That's the price of fighting. And yeah, it hurts. One thing I'll say about this KVK, I'm really glad I brought a cavalry march. Because when the field got messy and ranged just wasn't safe to play, that cav march still worked. I ran a super fast belly prime, and yeah, it did exactly what you think it did. Enemy reinforcement marches, caught slipping, deleted. And before anyone gasps in the comments, yes, I said it. I openly admit it. I killed reinforcements. Is it pretty? No. Is it honorable? Also no. But let's not pretend. You expect me to believe a march can just casually walk up to a flag, stand there, and nobody touches it? Come on. Everyone does it. They just don't like saying it out loud. This was my first KVK in a long time running something non-ranged, and honestly, I recommend it. Every governor should have at least one march they can safely use when the field doesn't allow ranged combat. Because sometimes the field isn't about perfect trades. Sometimes it's about speed, positioning, and catching things that shouldn't have been there in the first place. Uncomfortable truth? Maybe, but it worked. All right, now let's talk about the real reason we lost. No charts, no spreadsheets. Just a curse. Look, I've reviewed the footage, I've looked at the numbers, I've searched for logic. And the conclusion is obvious. It's the Gumbeaux Curse, a hidden debuff, permanent, unremovable. No kingdom with the king of the noobs has ever truly won a Zone 5. Coincidence? I don't think so. The moment I step onto the field, the zone already knows. But joking aside, in all honesty, the kingdoms we're fighting are very strong, well-run, organized, experienced. These aren't randoms. These are real KVK teams that know how to fight, when to push, and how to punish mistakes. And for that, nothing but respect. Sometimes it's not about being bad, it's about running into people who are just really good. The curse might be real, but so is the competition. Quick side note, Solar Chariot is kind of broken for Siege. Normally, Siege has to set up. You stop, you form the tower, and that delay gets you punished. Solar Chariot skips all of that. It lets Siege attack from range immediately without ever going into tower formation. So you're moving, you're firing, and you're already doing damage before the enemy can react. For siege marches, that's huge. It turns slow, punishable positioning into something way more flexible. And yeah, it feels illegal. Another thing that's actually crazy this KVK? Apollo's first skill. This thing is broken in a very specific way. It lets a ranged march directly damage flag durability. And not a little. You can knock a flag down to half durability. There is a limit, though. It caps at 10,000 durability per day, so you're not deleting flags instantly, but you are applying constant pressure without committing a full push. It's one of those skills that doesn't look scary on paper, but over time, it absolutely adds up. For ranged players, it's a huge tool. So yeah, Zone 5 didn't go our way. The kills weren't pretty, the deads were real, and the Gator definitely needs ice. But we showed up, we fought, and we're still here. If you live for perfect screenshots, this game will break you. But if you live for the fight, you log back in. If this video hit home for you, hit that like button. If you've ever taken a bad Zone 5 and kept playing anyway, subscribe. You're already one of us. And drop a comment telling me the worst Zone 5 you've ever lived through. The Gator isn't dead, not even close.
Gumbo in the pot, thick steam in the air. Season it heavy, got the spices to scare. My siege drops fire, watch the towers crumble. Archers take flight, but they fumble in the jungle. Blades clash loud, infantry in the grind. Cavalry charge, but they fall behind. It's the flavor of war, every bite is a lesson. Pew Tang Clan's the ultimate weapon. Pew Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with. Pew Tang